those go out to the general assistants.
Yeah.
Well, I take that we split it between the seniors comes out of the senior fund. All the other gift cards that go to people under 55 come out of the general assistance.
Okay, so for the senior, I mean, how do we distribute them?
Those gift cards are given out every Christmas through a list that we send out from our general assistance clerk has put together a list through the years, and we send it out as a Christmas gift card to help them through Christmas.
So the gift card and the food card are basically similar? Or just
Yeah.
one for
The food cards we do, the gift cards we do just at Christmas. The food cards we have throughout the year when somebody wants, they come to general assistance, they request, you can request, we help pay your bills, your electric bill, your gas bill, food, and they make that decision. And if they decide food, then we give them a gift card, so we don't just give them cash so they can buy liquor. It's set so you can only buy food.
these cards are strictly for
They're restricted to,
purchases.
Any other questions? Can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Lodisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce. Yes. Merle.
Yes.
All right, thank you. I have no other business in general assistance tonight, so I ask for adjournment.
So moved.
Motion by John Lodisich,
I'll second it.
second by Barb Boyce. Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right. Now we're in our senior fund. Again, we have the minutes of the regular November 2nd meeting. I need approval of the minutes.
So moved.
A motion by John Lodisich,
I'll second it.
second by Micheal Lewandowski. Any questions? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. We have bills of $23,999.79. Can I have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion by Barb Boyce,
Second.
second by John Lodisich. Any questions of tonight's bills? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Lodisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Merle.
Yes.
All right. Going on to new business. Tonight we're lucky to have here Julie Carco from Will County Senior Service Center. Would like to talk to us. Julie, would you please come up to the podium? And thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. My name is Julie Cargo. I am the Nutrition Director for the Meals on Wheels program for Will County. I wanted to just come here this evening to share with you what has happened in the Meals on Wheels program over the last fiscal year. Our fiscal year begins October 1 and ends September 30th. The first 6 months, from October 1 through March 31st, the Meals on Wheels program was still under the direction from the Senior Services Center of Will County. During that time, they've had some financial struggles, not only with the Meals on Wheels program, but with other programs. The Northeastern Illinois Area Agency on Aging is the program grantee who determines who holds all of these nutrition provider grants. So at that time, the Senior Services Center was struggling. They had reduced the Meals on Wheels program as well as the congregate program from a 5-day-a-week program down to a 4-day-a-week program. In addition to that, they also closed 3 of the just only congregate serving sites. The home delivered meal program is to supply a nutritious balanced meal to those individuals who are 60 years of age or older who are homebound. The congregate program is to help 60 years of age or older individuals who are still active join a group and participate in a congregate meal program. The Northeastern Illinois Area Agency on Aging, otherwise known as NEO, had decided that due to their financial struggles, they were going to transition the program from the Senior Service Center to Kankakee County Community Services. As of April 1st through September 30th, Kankakee County had come in and just revised, looked at the meal program to determine and assess whether or not they decided to move forward to take a bid on for that program. They decided to, and as of October 1st of this year, it is now run by Kankakee County Community Services. I have been a part of this program for the past 2 years, and my history is I was part of DuPage County for 10 years. So I'm really well aware of what programs are needed and how they need to be implemented. With Kankakee taking over, they went back to supplying the meals 5 days a week, and we are just now beginning to reopen the 3 facilities that were closed in the earlier half of this year. So I just wanted to come this evening to share with you because Lockport Township supports both programs, the home delivered meal program as well as the congregate program. We serve a little over 37 seniors just in the home delivered meals in Lockport Township. And then we have on a daily average about 15 seniors who participate in the congregate program down at First Congregational Church. The seniors in Lockport Township do not belong on a wait list, thanks to your generosity. Lockport Township does support our program, and therefore seniors in your area are not on a wait list. Currently, right now, the Meals on Wheels program have 416 individuals throughout Will County who are on a wait list, which means they have been assessed and determined that they do need these meals, but there's not enough money to support the program throughout Will County, so they are on a wait list. Kankakee County, or KCCSI, is determined to make sure that we give every senior in Will County a meal that is needed. With the state budget not being passed, we have had to really look at our program and determine if that budget is not passed, what can we do or what will we have to do. If they only pass the budget at 50%, we will have to reduce the meals down to 4 days a week. If they cut out all 100% of the funds, I anticipate a 3-day-a-week program. So I just wanted you all to be aware that we will be asking again for your financial support within the next few weeks. I know your budgets get passed at different times of the years, but please consider the Meals on Wheels program. Any questions?
Any questions from the?
Yeah, outside of the budget, was there any proposals on like cutting your funds in the future?
There is. Right now, we get about a little over $200,000 from federal funds, and there's about $600,000 that comes from state funds. So if they cut that by half, then we have to reduce the meals and then increase our wait list. So that's where we're at right now.
Julie, I do have a question. Are there any other townships in the county that do in-house Meals on Wheels?
Through our program, you mean, or on their own?
Through your program?
Yes, Lockport Township and Shanahan Township right now are the only other 2 that really help support the program. So I'm on a mission to get out there and start begging.
I'm proud of Lockport Township not having a waiting list for our seniors.
And I'm sure your seniors are very grateful, so thank you.
And thank you for the hard work you girls do.
Thank you.
You guys do there.
Any questions?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Next on our agenda is to approve the amended senior budget ordinance number 2015-1. We had a public hearing on it at 6:30 tonight. Just review it. We, since we did take the bus service over last month in November, we had to redo our budget to include the salaries for the administration and the drivers, along with fuel and the maintenance and the hospitalization insurance. So we had enough money in our budget. We did move monies around. We took it out of, I believe it was land. We dropped that down, take in to bring up the other one. So basically the money stayed the same for that part. I did include another line item, as I was expressed earlier in the public hearing. I put in a line item for purchase or renovation for $500,000. Should we come to a point where we want to renovate this building, or we do want to build or buy or move forward with another building. So that line item was put in there for $500,000. That being said, which would bring up the total of the senior fund to $2,515,338 in balance. That being said, I need a motion to pass the budget, the amended budget.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by John Badisich.
I'll second.
A second by Barbara Boyce. Any questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Odisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morella.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. All right, I have no other business in senior fund, so we can move on to the town fund. I would ask for an adjournment for senior. So in the motion by John Badisich,
I'll second it.
second by Barbara Boyce. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. Okay, now we'll move into our town fund. Again, we have the minutes of the November 2nd regular meeting. We also have the October 26th workshop and the November 24th workshop minutes in here. I would need a motion to pass those minutes.
Make that motion.
Got a motion by John Badisich,
I'll second it.
a second by Barbara Boyce. Are there any questions in the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much. Approval of the bills, $104,482.20. I have a motion to pay the bills.
I'll make that motion.
Mike Lewandowski, second. And then come too quick. Jen?
Jen, second.
Okay, Jen, that's the second. Okay, any questions of the bills? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Odisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morella.
Yes.
All right. Assessor Mason's report, please.
Last week, on the 10th of their final hearing, out of 24,000 parcels, we ended up with 262 hearings. We had 67 commercial, 30 industrial, and 165 residential. So we're finally done and back to the land of the living. I also want to congratulate two of my girls. Amber and Stephanie just finished all their classes and received their certificate for assessing. They got their CIAOs. I'm very proud of them. It's a lot of work.
Good for them.
That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Clerk Runcheck.
Thank you. I do want to comment that the first baby wellness clinic was held on December 1st. And this was our first clinic and we only had one patient. It was held at Advanced Pediatrics and Dr. Longing and Dr. Bang. And I'd like to personally thank them for their time and assistance in this program. So the young man that they did have and his mother were very, very appreciative that the township offered this program. He hadn't been to a doctor in so long because they didn't have any insurance. And he had to have some lab tests done. And for uninsured people, the doctors gave him like a $20 fee for lab test. And I didn't know if maybe that was something the board would like to consider in the future for uninsured if we wanted to pick up the cost of that lab test. But that's just, I'm just throwing it out there for the future. The next clinic dates will be held on the first Tuesday in March, so March 1st, 2016, June 7th, and September 6th. So residents out there, if you are uninsured and you need a pediatrician, please take advantage of this program. And in your packets, board trustees, you have all meetings for 2016. So put that somewhere that you can look at your meeting schedules. And I just wanted to comment that we all attended, not all of us, but a lot of us attended the TOI conference in November and in Springfield. And it was a good educational seminar. It was very informative, and I got to speak with a lot of the clerks throughout the state of Illinois. And I got to learn about some of the programs that they were offering through their clerk's office. And it was very, very good to speak with them and hear. And with that being said, I do want to tell you that I'm working with Will County Clerk Nancy Schultz-Boots to arrange the clerk's office here in the township to have marriage license and birth certificates. And that's in the future, but you know, I am working with her on that program. Another source of information for everybody is that early voting, and that's coming up in February. So Township Clerk's Office will have early voting February 29th through March 12th, 2016. And you can find this information on the website. And we'll also have it posted on our door. And we hope that you take advantage of that too. And I believe that is all.
All right, thank you very much. Trustees, comments and suggestions tonight. Anybody have anything they'd like to bring up? Okay, hearing none, I will move on to Central Square. In your packet, as you know, Central Square works on a calendar year budget. So we have to approve, Central Square Committee has to approve their budget this month. So we can vote on it. I think our meeting is going to be on December 17th to approve this budget. But we have to approve it here first. This year, the assessment stays the same at $80,000 like it has for the last 2 years. This will be the third year in a row, it's at $80,000. Pretty much everything's staying the same for maintenance and giving the superintendent, building superintendent a little bit of a raise, some of the yearly raises. Other than that, I think everything pretty much stays the same. So I would ask for a motion to approve the Central Square budget for next year.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Micheal Lewandowski.
Second.
Second by John Badisich. Any questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski?
Yes.
Badisich?
Yes.
Alberico?
Yes.
Joyce?
Yes.
Marrell?
Yes.
All right. The only other thing I wanted to bring up under Central Square is we did have Christmas in the Square on the last Saturday. I think it was November 28th that we had the Christmas in the Square here. It was very successful. The weather was a little chilly, but there was no rain. We had, as everybody knows, we've been having exceptional weather this year, so it's been great. Had good crowd, good turnout. The band looked like they were a little bit cold out there playing. I'm glad it wasn't me. But other than that, no, it went good. And, you know, that's something you should always consider to come to. We did have a few of our people from the township show up, and it was nice to see them out there. A few people from the city and the park district. All right, moving on to new business. We have our approval of our tax levy for the town fund, senior fund, and general assistance fund. In your packet, this Ordinance number 2015-4. This is an ordinance levying taxes for all town purposes for Lockport Township, Will County, Illinois, for the tax year 2015, collectible in calendar year 2016. Be it ordained by the Board of Trustees of Lockport Township, Will County, Illinois, as follows. Section 1, that the sum of $1,880,359 are hereby levied upon for all property subject to taxation within the township, as that property is assessed and equalized. In order to meet and deprive all the necessary expenses and liabilities of the township as required by the statute or voters of the people in accordance to the law. This is for the general, corporate, general assistance, and the senior fund. As with the highway department, we went with the 5%. We are tax capped. We all know we're tax capped. We can only get the CPI, and that is 0.8%, so we only expect that much. When the county does come back with those numbers, I want to revisit those numbers and see if we can maybe lower the tax rate or levy a little farther at that point, depending on where we are in our budget. So that being said, I need a motion to pass our levy.
Make the motion.
I got a motion by Barb.
Second.
Second by John Zadsich. Any questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski,
No.
Bodisich,
Yes.
Alberico,
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we have the next on the agenda. This is a housekeeping issue. Every year, we have to pass the PACE paratransit dial ride contract for January 2016 through December 2016. This is a dial ride program that we do with PACE. We're in affiliation with the city of Joliet, the township of Joliet, Troy Township, Homer Township, Jackson Township, and Plainfield Township all work together on this dial ride contract. And basically, it's to take care of the handicapped people in our township that need to get to and back and forth for work. So we help fund that. So I would need approval of that contract.
I'll make that motion.
I got a motion by Micheal Lewandowski.
Second.
I got a second by Barb Boyce. Any questions? Hearing none, can I have a roll call?
Lewandowski,
Yes.
Bodisich,
Yes.
Alberico,
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Next on the agenda, we have a letter you should have received in your packet, a letter from Lockport Township High School District. This is a letter for they're planning a community event on Saturday, June 4th, 2016, and it's called Late Night 2016. And it's an attempt by caring concerned people to provide alcohol-free party with lots of entertainment prizes for the graduating class after their graduation. We have usually helped fund this. We do usually give $250 towards that out of line item 00459998, which is miscellaneous community projects. It's a town fund. I think it's a good thing for our high school kids to be involved with. So I would entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion.
And a motion by Dan Badisich.
Second.
I got a second by Barb Boyce. Can I have a roll call, please?
Lewandowski,
Present.
Bodisich,
Yes.
Alberico,
Yes.
Boyce,
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. Let's see, go ahead. All right, next on the agenda, everybody should have received a resolution in their packet. I'm going to read it. And I'm going to struggle over the words, because there's some big words in here that may involve me. But we'll get to it. This is a resolution 2015-9, resolution authorizing the Lockport Township Supervisor and the Lockport Township Attorney to execute any and all documents to officiate the purchase of a building and real estate for the township offices in community center. All right, whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees is statutory granted the authority to oversee and maintain matters in Lockport Township, and whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees is likewise authorized and obligated to provide quality and efficient township services to all residents of Lockport Township, and whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees annually budgets for various costs, fees, expenses, and services to be provided within Lockport Township, and whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees, pursuant to the then applicable statutory authority as provided in Illinois Law 1/235-5, I believe Section 9, was and is empowered to accumulate money in a designated fund for acquiring land, promoting and developing the construction of a potential community center, as well as the development and construction of a township office building. It has perpetuated the high quality and efficient provision of township services for residents of Lockport Township, and did so resolve to do the same on September 14th, 2009, pursuant to Resolution 2009-4, and whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees has further committed funds for said project and potential expenditures as provided in Ordinance 2012-1 passed on February 13th, 2012, and whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees is further statutory authorized to purchase and hold property, both real and personal, for the use of its inhabitants for the public purpose, and to make all contracts necessary in the exercise of the township's powers pursuant to case law, or Illinois Law 1/85-10, Section C, and whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees is statutory authorized to, pursuant to State Law 1/140-5, by resolution and ordinance to purchase a township hall, a multi-purpose senior center, or a combined township hall and multi-purpose senior center within the township without referendum approval, if said building and real estate is paid and provided for with funds that are not the process of a bond. And whereas Parkview Christian Church desires to sell a building and real estate located at 1463 Farrell Road, Lockport, Illinois, currently consisting of a two-story building, garage, parking, and real estate of approximately 7.24 acres, and legally described as follows, and I'm not going to read the legal description. There's a lot of norths and souths in there, and seconds. But again, the property is at 1463 Farrell Road in Lockport, and the PIN number is 11-04-25-202-032. And whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees desires to purchase the subject property for the township offices in community center, and whereas the appraisal of the subject property is $2,600,000, while the proposed purchase and sale agreement calls for a purchase price of $1,100,000, inclusive of earnest money of $25,000. And whereas the proposed purchase and sale agreement is contingent upon completion by Lockport Township of due diligence of the subject property to ensure the zoning and environmental conditions of the subject property would allow the township to use the subject property for the purposes stated within herein. And whereas the proposed purchase and sale agreement targets a closing date of December 29th, 2015, and whereas the purchase of the subject property will not require an increase in taxes, an increase in the tax levy, or a diminution in the ability of the township to provide high quality and efficient services to the residents of Lockport Township, as the funds for the purchase have already been accumulated from the stated purpose, for the stated purpose. And whereas the Lockport Township Board of Trustees believe the proposed purchase of the subject property is truly within the best interest of all residents of Lockport Township. Now therefore be it resolved, Lockport Township Board of Trustees avert as follows. Lockport Township Board of Trustees authorize the supervisor and the township attorney to execute any and all documents required to officiate the purchase of the subject property. 2, the Lockport Township Board of Trustees authorize the purchase price, including all customary closing costs, closing fees, costs, and expenses, minus any and all customary closing credits, to be withdrawn from the appropriate township funds and the appropriate line items from the affected accounts, and to be applied to the purchase of the subject property at the closing currently projected for December 29th, 2015, and or any time thereafter as mutually agreed between the seller and the township. And 3, this resolution shall be in effect from and offers to passage and approval as provided by law and specifically supersedes any prior resolution or ordinance or portions of Lockport Township Board of Trustees contrary to this resolution. That's the resolution we have here tonight to approve. I need a motion to approve it.
I'll make that motion.
That was by Micheal Lewandowski.
I will second.
And a second by John Badisich. Are there any questions of this resolution here tonight? I just want to make the comment that I want to commend this board for all the work they've done throughout the past, I don't know, been going through this years and years, going through what we want to do, which direction we want to go. We've looked at a number of buildings, a number of ideas. This comes up now to be, there's a reason why things happen. Things, we got turned down on buying a building. Actually, I believe this turns out to be a better situation than even building a bigger building, or an eighth, or one, a half the price, a lot less than half the price. So I'm very excited about it. Again, I want to commend this board. At that, I will ask for a roll call.
Lewandowski.
Yes.
Badisich.
Yes.
Alberico.
Yes.
Boyce.
Yes.
Morelli.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. All right. In other business, I have no other business, but in meetings and correspondence, I do have one article here. I did receive a letter from the city of Romeoville. Again, it's an annexation public hearing that they're talking about. The Planning Commission public hearing. Let me start. This is what had happened. You are receiving a new set of public hearing notices for the Blaine Farm and Fleet project on the corner of Airport Road and Rubberville. The first notice you received had a hearing date of 12/8/15 for the Planning Commission and 12/16 for the Village Board due to errors outside the control of the news and in the newspaper publishing of these hearings. Village must republish the hearings with new dates. Planning Commission public hearing will now be 12/22/15 at 7 o'clock at the Village Board, and will be 20/23/15 at 5:30. I'm sorry, for the Village Board. The Planning Commission will be 12/22, the Village Board will be 12/23. Both hearings will be at the Village Hall boardroom at 1050 West Romeoville Road. Documentation concerning this matter is available for public inspection at the Department of Community Development in Romeoville at 2015 Romeo Road, Romeoville, between the hours of 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. So they will be having a public hearing on that for the annexation of the property for Farmer Fleet. Other than that, I have nothing else. I just want to wish everybody a good, happy Merry Christmas. A blessed Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone. I want to thank this board again for their diligent work. I have nothing else. I would ask for an adjournment.
So move.
I got a motion by Jen Badisich.
I'll second it.
Second by Micheal Lewandowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Thank you very much, everybody.